look rather handsome.
Is that you looking at yourself?
Mm-hmm. Want me to say you was handsome?
There are some handsome ladies.
There are some handsome
There are
ladies.
some handsome ladies.
There are some handsome ladies. Let's see who we got. What's up? What's up? What's up? Yeah, I'm liking this light. It makes me look so much better. So much better.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, so
You okay? You just got on the couch.
bad.
Leave him
So
alone.
bad.
You all right?
So we were going to do a lot. Who is that?
I don't know.
I don't know either. It looked like Ava at first. We were going to do a live on YouTube for our YouTube channel.
Then YouTube told us we ain't
What's
nobody.
up, friend? What's up, friend? So the problem is what I didn't know. Look at this thing.
Leave him alone. You keep talking. He's fine.
The problem is that you need to have 1,000 followers to be able to do a live on a YouTube channel. So, we're gonna just do it here, which I don't mind doing it here, but I thought that YouTube would have been a better venue for the type of stuff we're gonna be covering. So, bear with us while we, make the transition. What's up with it, bro? So, we were talking the other day, and we realized, like, we've been together for a long time. What is it? Like 13, 14 years. And over the span of that time, we done been through a whole lot. And we got a bunch of stories that are like genuinely funny. And some of y'all know, some of y'all don't, that I do stand up. But a lot of times, because of how you have to structure jokes and how you have to set up punchline, different things that comedians know that most people don't know. Some of these stories aren't able to be stage ready. So we thought that it would be dope as she just get up and walk away.
I'm right here. I'm not away.
We thought it would be dope to kind of share some of these, funny stories with the people. My wife is way more open than I am. Like, for the longest time, I didn't like people in my business. I didn't like to tell my personal information in business just to people, period. But, as time goes on and things start changing, I begin to be a little more open, where she began to be a little more close. So now we kind of meeting in the middle. So we want to take y'all on this journey with us. And then y'all can share this too. It's gonna be pretty dope. So we're gonna kind of just go on a trip throughout our relationship and talk about some of the different experiences that we had and some of the different funny situations we've kind of found ourselves in.
That may not have been funny at the time.
They absolutely wasn't funny at the time, but now we sit back and crack up laughing. Just know that when we get to the story about Chicago, you definitely, you see how she looked at me.
We gonna get to the story about Chicago?
Yeah. We gotta talk about that ponytail being left on that pillow. And you drinking all of that.
I don't even know what I was drinking.
Yeah, it was vodka. Yeah. So you got to tune in for that.
All right.
But we gonna start a little milder today. So you want to introduce what we're gonna be talking about?
What are we talking about today? Oh, so in the beginning,
you just started this story like the Bible.
In the beginning, we were like a John Legend tale. So we would sneak away so that we could hold hands and be together.
Sure.
Yeah.
So cause she's not gonna give the background right. She's just not gonna do it.
I have a whole blog that gives the background.
She does.
But let's see what he got.
You gonna wait till I put the food in my mouth?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So when we first initially, not got together, but when we first initially met, we were both married to different people.
Not when we first initially met.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been when we first met.
Yeah.
Okay.
What you talking about?
When you saw me from a distance.
But even still,
I wasn't married.
you still was with him.
I was
See?
I was a teenager.
I'm gonna tell you this.
But continue.
Hey, Cam, get out of here. Get out.
Cam is a grown up.
Cam, get out of here. So yeah. Anyway, potato. When we first met, we was with other people, but we were just real good friends. Long story short, we ended up being in an infidelous relationship with one another while we were still in those marriages. So that kind of gives you a background of the story that we finna tell, because it's important to know that we was sneaking out of town to hang out and have a weekend
to be free.
Be able to, roam around and do things that couples do when you ain't technically supposed to be a couple. So, all right, go ahead. I just wanted to get that little background.
So the night before this trip, I went out with my friends. Set the trip up too. What you mean the trip?
So the plan was.
Don't tell me what to do.
Yeah, because you ain't doing it right.
All right.
So the plan was the plan was we was gonna go to the Dells. We had found these dope like condos.
Tomahawk, but a Tamarack.
Yeah, it was real dope. They were super dope. So we found these townhomes to rent in the Dells, and it was me, her, and then
my two friends.
Two of our friends, or her friends at the time, but they grew to be my friends. So I was working at Foot Locker, and I had told my current wife at the time that I was going out of town for some type of shoe convention so that I could clear this time out. And so we had set this all up. It took weeks of planning and kind of setting everything up so everything would go smoothly. And so that brings us to the night before, where she gonna start. Now you kind of got a background, so it'll make sense.
So the night before was a Thursday, and I was hanging out with my friends we were going on a trip with, and we hung out at the house for a while and ended up going to the bar that used to be. Is that like what's that? Right off of 91st.
Side Pocket.
Is it Side Pocket? What's the Side Pocket? 91st and Appleton over here.
Yeah, Side Pocket.
So we went over there. Went over to Side Pocket. And, like, I was doing good. I had, like, maybe a drink or two, and I was fine. But then right as we were getting ready to leave, somebody was like, hey, we buying shots for everybody. So they bought shots of tequila. Shots, multiple. So I want to say we had maybe 2 or 3 shots of tequila on whoever was buying them. I don't know who it was. But by the time I got outside to my car, when we got up to leave, I was drunk. Like, drunk. And I didn't realize it. So I'm like, I get in the car and I sit there for a minute, and my friends were riding together. My 2 friends were riding together. So I get in my car and I sit there for a minute, and I'm like, okay, we got this. It's a straight shot. It's a straight shot. I got to hit Fond du Lac and take Fond du Lac on home. Only I turned and ended up turned around, and I ended up in Menominee Falls, where the Kmart used to be. The police pulled me over. And not that I had did anything wrong, he said that I was driving really slow. Well, I was driving really slow because I was trying to figure out where I was And then I saw the Kmart. I'm like, oh, okay, I know exactly where I am. I'm in Menominee Falls. I just got to figure out how to get home. And the police pulled me over. He get me out the car. He give me a breathalyzer test. I don't blow over. But he tells me that he knows that I'm drunk and that though I didn't blow over, it's probably because it's too cold outside. So if it's super, super cold out, it was the winter time, it was super cold out. So if it's super cold out and you blow the breathalyzer, it may come in under just because it's cold out. So he was like, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna oh shoot.
Get out of here,
Jasmine.
Get out of here, Jazz.
He said he was gonna park my car. So he drove my car up the street, told me to walk across, cause like not far down, I could see there was a George Webb. And he said, I'm going to pull your car and park it across the street from the George Webb. You go to the George Webb, find you something to eat, call whoever you was with, had him come back and get you. Get out of here. You ain't grown.
Beat it.
We have grown children, but you not one.
I wonder if you can kick
you trying to put her out.
I wonder if you can ban people.
So I walked down to the George Webb and go in the bathroom, call my friends. And they like, yeah, we wondered where you was going. We saw you was going the wrong way. We thought you had another pit stop before you went home. So they are almost home now. They turn around and come back and get me. I go and order me some pancakes. Did I call you?
You called me later that night once you made it.
Call you later. Okay, so got me some pancakes and some bacon. And by the time they came, I was slumped down in a booth eating pancakes with my hands because sometimes you shouldn't have to take shots of tequila. So they got me home, and somebody took my car home, trailed, they got me to the house, got my car there. And so I called him and was like, what did I call you today?
She calls me, it's late, she called me.
Super late.
And first thing she says, I got some bad news. And I'm thinking it's something that's gonna affect us being able to go out of town, because I've been like geeked about this. Like I said, it's been a lot to plan. So she goes and tells me all of this long story about her almost going to jail. Now, this is just the first terrible thing that happened on this trip. So she calls me, tells me bad news. I'm thinking she can't go. But everything's still on. So next day comes. And it's time to leave. So I'm packed up now. Did I have the G6?
I think we took the G6.
I think I had the G6. So I pack up, meet her where she parked her van at. When I pick her up, it starts snowing. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
It was like end time blizzard. It's crazy snow. Like my car, I had a 2007 Pontiac G6. It was brand new off the lot. It's sliding everywhere on the expressway on our way to the Dale, sliding everywhere like crazy. So before we leave, and this will be important later. Before we leave, we go and get like stuff we need for the weekend. We stop at Papa Murphy's and grab 2 pizzas for later, and we grab liquor for later. So we driving through this freaking blizzard. By the grace of God, we made it there safe. So we get there safe, and we are in our friend's townhouse. So we there, and we drinking. Now we drinking like I did not drink. I didn't drink. I had to be like 26 at the time. Like this was like my first real drinking. So we drinking, and she get lit. We all get lit. We was playing this game called Spoons. Some of y'all know about Spoons. But this is where Spoons originated.
Yeah, that was the first time.
That was where Spoons originated. So we playing everybody. Now we gotta get something to eat. Totally forgetting that we went and bought pizzas, and they was at our townhouse in the refrigerator. But we go to Walmart in Wisconsin Dells, and we all decide that it was a great idea to buy
These cold subs sandwiches.
pre-made cold cut sandwiches. And so we buy them, and then we take them back, and we eating, and we still drinking. I think we went through a whole thing of 1800, and like just shot after shot after shot, like wasted. You want to add anything there?
I don't think I remember us dancing in the bathroom in the dark to get it short.
So
I don't really remember a lot. Oh no, I don't remember.
The
I don't really
scarf?
remember what scarf.
The scarf.
Oh, that scarf I had on.
Mhm.
Yeah.
She kept thinking she was Whitney Houston, and she kept flipping her scarf over her shoulder like this, and like just dancing. And it got to the point where she fell and hit her head so hard on the coffee table. I mean, like, I literally thought her head was busted and she was gonna need stitches. So I'm like, I'm drunk too. So I'm like, please don't die, please don't die. What I'm gonna tell your mama if you die? So
bring my mama into this.
She popped back up and started dancing again. So I'm like, she cool. She's so drunk, her contacts dry out and fall out her eyes. So not only is she drunk and she dancing and she thinks she Whitney Houston, now she can't see. Is that not what happened? Now she can't see. So her friend.
You want to give me some croutons?
Oh my God.
Right here. Do you act like the croutons is somewhere else? I'm right here.
That's what people be talking about.
Oh.
So she falls and hit her head, and then she pops back up and starts dancing, but she put her head in my lap. And
I was exhausted.
Our friend Tia was like,
No, don't do that here.
Don't you suck that right.
Horrible.
And I'm like, hey, don't be hating.
Tia is trying to save my life.
She was trying to ruin mine.
Shut up.
So we kicking it, having a good time, drinking. So now, end of the night, wasted. So, she a dance machine. She can't stop dancing, and so we get her up, and I go pull my car out front because we literally like 4 units down from where they was.
We got to drive literally a minute and a half.
It wasn't even that. It was like maybe 30 seconds.
Right.
So I get her outside. And now remember this, my first time drinking, I'm wasted. She goes outside and it's a blizzard and it has snowed all day. So we all get outside. She just falls face first into the snow. Now, I'm thinking, okay, that might be good for her because the cold will kind of wake her up. Like, she laid there in the snow for so long. To me, I don't know how long it was actually, but it was long enough for her friend to be like, are you gonna help her up? So I go grab her, I get her up. She's still dancing and partying. I put her in the car. So we in the car. Like, now remember, it's only 4 units, 3 units over. I put her in the car. She dance machine. By the time we got from where we was to where our unit was, she passed out in the car. I mean, and not like I don't know if y'all know a lot about drunk people, but some people get drunk to the point where you could like nudge them and they'll be like, and they'll wake up and you can she was passed out. Like, it was over. So I'm like, okay, I gotta get her in the house. So I pull the car up, I park it, I go in to kind of see what I can do.
Because our bedroom was upstairs.
It was on the 2nd floor, and it was like these spiral stairs to go upstairs. So I'm like, I'm not gonna be able to get her up these stairs. because at this point she dead weight. So I'm like, okay, it's a pull-out couch down on the first floor. I'll just pull that out, and then I'll get her in the house and get her in that bed, and we'll just sleep down here tonight. So I get in the house, I pull the pull-out couch, get it all set up. On my way back out to the car to get her, I feel my stomach like, nigga, you don't drink. What is? And so there's a bathroom on the first. I swear to this day, I still feel bad about this. There's a bathroom on the first floor. It's like a half bath, maybe. I don't even know. It had a shower, so it was a full bath. So it was on the first floor. So I'm like, I gotta throw up. So I go to open the door to try to get to the toilet, but I couldn't make it. So I literally start vomiting terribly, like forcefully, into this bathroom everywhere. I mean, it was everywhere. But at this point, I'm too drunk to care about this. So I literally threw up in that room all over everything and closed that door behind me and went back out. So I go get her. I get her, bring her in the house. I put her on this pull-out couch, and I get her situated to go to sleep. So she wasted dead weight at this time. So I'm sitting there, and I'm like, now at this point, I'm starting to get nervous because she not being responsive like I would think that she should be. Like, if I'm shaking you and moving you, you should say something, do something. She is gone. So, like, literally, I lay her down. I get her clothes changed. I get her in the bed. And she started going, ooh. Oh, so she started going, whoa. I'm like, I can't have, because you got to think about the situation we find ourselves in. Oh. I can't, she can't die. She can't die. Who are they going to blame if she dies? So she starts throwing up like black stuff. I'm freaking out. I'm panicking. I'm trying to clean it, wiping it off, trying to make sure she's good. So this goes on for a large portion of the night. I'm wiping and cleaning her off, trying to make sure it's not getting on her. So finally, I fall asleep. And then I guess you can take over from there.
I don't. The only thing that I remember is I woke up in the shower the next morning.
Oh, I got you up and got you.
Yep. I woke up the next morning in the upstairs shower. And the first thing that I remember from dancing in the bathroom the previous night was, like, I had little glimpses. Like, I remember seeing putting my contacts in a glass. Mm-hmm. I don't remember anything about the ride over. I don't remember anything about the snow, anything.
So,
but I wake up, and the first thing my first memory is waking up, and I'm in the shower, and black stuff is falling out of my hair because apparently I threw up all night, and now all the vomit was in. I had some micro braids, so I was rinsing it out of my hair, and then I remember going downstairs, breakfast. Remember sitting on the counter downstairs. They came and wanted us to do, or called and wanted us to do some type of something. The people that own the kind of.
Oh, those things that they try to sell you timeshares.
Yeah, they wanted us to do a presentation.
Yeah, but
I don't remember what else happened. We left there.
Now, you would think that's the worst of the trip.
I'm sure I had alcohol poisoning.
There's more. Absolutely. But wait, there's more. So, before we leave, we went to a sex shop and we bought this remote control thing. Oh. You forgot about that part too? Yep. So, it goes inside of her and I got the remote. So, like, she's got it in everywhere we go. I'm zapping her. It's funny. Ha ha ha. So we went to, I can't think of the name of that place now. But wherever, it's the place in the Dells where you go, they got all of the arcade games.
3D movie, or 4D movie.
Laser tag, bumper cars, all of that. So, we going through all of this. I'm just zapping her. We having a great time. We in the bumper cars. And so I can't remember who bumped your car.
I think Season did.
One of her friends bumped her car, and the apparatus fell out. So she had to get out of the bumper car and waddle to the bathroom to fix this. And so her friends started saying that she gave birth on the bumper cars. Right now, to this day, they still say that. So there we hanging out, and so the whole reason we went to the Dells was so that nobody would know us. We could be out in general population with regular people. So we in this place, and we just walking through. Lo and behold, we see somebody that we both know. And like literally, I see the person, she see the person, but I'm thinking I'm slick, so I turned off. Like, I don't know what made me think I was invisible or what, but I turned off. And so they was talking. And so the girl was like, hey, saying my name. I'm like, God. So we get caught. So at this point, it's like, whatever. What's gonna be is gonna be. So we, what happened after that?
We, was supposed to be going bowling.
We did go bowling.
We ran into her at the bowling alley, correct?
Yeah.
After they left. Mm-hmm. So my friends had left because my one friend, her boyfriend and his friend was coming down to meet us, but they couldn't get there until Saturday. So as they made it down, they went back to meet them at their room so that they could get in and get situated. And then originally they were supposed to be coming back. We didn't have patience for all of that because I was still drunk from yesterday. And I couldn't. I had been drinking. I had drunk for 2 days. And this day I was wasted. I couldn't do no more. I was hung under.
She was sex crazy.
Well, no, that's actually later on. So we go back to.
Oh, okay. What?
we go back.
Oh, wait.
What?
Did y'all see how she agreed first, and then realized that she agreed, and then mushed me?
That wasn't because that's not quite correct. So what happened is that we got tired of waiting for them to get back, and we was done, and we had got caught. So we had just decided we might as well head on in, whatever. So we head back to our spot, and like I decided, we gonna relax for a little while. But then they called and they wanted to go to the club, and I'm like, I was wasted last night, so I didn't get none in. And if you think I'm coming all the way out here to be in this, she don't got a no relationship and I'm not going to get none, that's not going to happen. So I decided that we were just going to stay in. Who got time for the club? We don't have time for the club. So I ran him a bubble bath and everything. So we at the house and we chilling. Life is good. So.
Meanwhile, that bathroom still got puke.
That's the downstairs bathroom. We never opened that door.
Never opened the door. We left. I feel so bad.
And they didn't hold any of our money.
About that cleaning person that had to go in that bathroom and do that after that. Right now to this day I still feel bad. But go ahead.
So what else did we do?
So we stayed.
We stayed in. So we stayed in. We getting phone calls. And like I knew that they was heading to the bar, but it was for them. It was my 2 friends and the 2 guys that they was with. So we don't get around to answering the phone until when? We answered the phone. I don't think we answered the phone at all that night. But it was. Did we know what happened before She left before we left in the morning?
It had to be sometime early that morning, I'm thinking.
We knew before we left?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
So, as we lay, my friends went to the one Caribbean club out there that everybody knows. If you are an adult and you go to the Dells and you don't take your kids,
that's the one place
this
black
is the
people
one
can go.
place that people go hang out, party. That Caribbean club that's there. So my friends went to that Caribbean club. My friends, my one friend, her boyfriend, her baby daddy, they went in this club, and I can't say that I'm 100% sure what happened, but they ended up getting into it with some people. Did it have something to do with some girls?
It was some girls.
It was
some girls.
They got into it with some girls. Like he was, when is this? This was the early 2000s. No, this like 2007, 2008.
It had to be
so
I
he was real dark,
7.
real dark. Had gold in his mouth. He was like, a groupie's dream. And so they get into it with these girls in the club, and everything is just happening. And somehow, there's a story. I can't remember the entire story, but they're outside the club now. They're going back and forth. They're fighting. And my friend slips and falls. Because remember, it's all this snow outside. Mm-hmm. She slips. She falls. Her leg gets ran over by the car. Somebody runs her leg over with a car.
Friend gets her leg ran over on this trip. So that's how that trip got capped off. Her friend got her leg ran over. And I'm trying to think. So by the time we made it back, I think the story of us being out there together hadn't completely circulated, but it was making the rounds, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Because she had told somebody immediately.
She said she didn't.
She did. She talked to her mom. Like, she didn't tell anybody, like, out. She talked to her mom first. And then after a while, she talked to Randy. Then Randy called you and told you.
I didn't understand what he was talking about.
Told you a tale.
I didn't understand what he was talking about.
Why do people talk to you like that?
I don't know.
They call you and tell you a story about a story. These riddles. Here's some hints.
Just say what you got to say to me. So, I don't know.
That's it with this one.
I think that's it for this story.
When we got back, I went to my friend's house. You know, the one that got ran over by the car. And, like, we all hopped up in her bed. And they gave me the camera. Is that Tia? Over there in that corner?
I don't think so.
Right here.
Where? No.
No? Oh.
That's your other friend.
I was going to say.
That's your other friend. That's
Tia has so many more parts of this here story. She has so many more parts of this story.
Yeah.
But when we got back, they had this camera that I didn't even know existed.
Right, paparazzi.
I didn't know that there was a camera. I had no idea what was going on. So that night that we first got there, that I can't remember anything, we all sat up in the bed and they went through all of these pictures and pieced the night back together for me. Because I had no idea what happened. They had every picture. There's pictures of me with my face down in the snow. Yeah. There's pictures of me in that bathroom with my scarf. To this day, my friend will call me and play Get It Shorty. Be like, yo, song on.
Yep. We had a good time, though. That trip was fun. It was full of calamity. But we had a good time.
But it all depends on how you look at it. Because for me, I had already decided that I was done. I had been done. I had been holding stuff together for you. So I felt bad for you. Right. Because I felt like even if she didn't say something immediately, she was going to say something that was going to put you in a situation that you weren't ready to be in.
I think that...
I had been living a reckless life.
Yeah.
I was done.
Wow.
I was done. I was staying married for my kids.
I think for me, it was just a bunch of stuff that just was piled on top of. And then once you started like not supporting anything I did, and not you, but period. Like it was like you pretty much we got one car and you need it during the day for the children, and I'm saying, okay, if that's the case, then you gotta get up in the morning and take me to work and make sure I get home from work. But you don't want to do that. You can't do that. So you actually sending me with it. It was a lot.
You can cover that in another.
Another video. I'm trying to think if there was something else I wanted to cover. Anything else? You think?
This was during the time that I was doing a lot of drinking. He came to a bar once that I was in.
She taught me how to drink.
He came to see me.
Oh my God.
At this bar on Fond du Lac we used to go to.
What was that place called?
I don't know. It was across the street from the Everglades, right?
All-Star.
All-Star. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We used to go to All-Star on the weekend to hang out. Judy.
Oh, Judy. Oh, I need to talk to her so we can.
So we can
share some of her
story.
stuff and see if she want to come on
the story with her.
Mm-hmm.
Lord, she has no idea what was
happening.
I have
Judy, I need to talk to you because it's some stories we want to talk about that I want to make sure are clear with you. So.
But we went to this. I was at the bar. He was coming to meet me. I got to the bar with my friends. Like you pregame, especially in your 20s. You pregame, y'all hang out, y'all do whatever. Then you go and you hang out and you do whatever. And so.
Oh. You know who I thought that was?
Joe.
Mm-mm.
No.
Nope.
Who?
I thought that was. I'll tell you later.
So.
I thought that was
I'm at the bar. I'm partying. He's like. Oh, she can come on in. No. I'll sing her song right now.
I ain't gonna correct nobody's.
So I'm in this bar. I'm partying. I get there. My cousin is there. My cousin Jason is there. So I'm having a ball, and it's girls in the bar that like is grinning at Jason, smiling at Jason. And he's handsome. So I'm trying to figure out how to sell him to the highest bidder. Like, you buying us drinks? Okay, so what you gonna buy though? Because she's willing to buy us drinks too. What kind of drinks are you buying? Are you buying top shelf or bottom shelf? What are you doing? But he comes in. My friends are sitting over at a table. Me and Jason's like literally for some reason in like the middle of the bar. Like you come through the door and you see us. But I'm standing there and like the girls are over here. So like I kind of got my arm around Jason, but I'm leaning over the thing. He's sitting on the bar. And he got his legs open.
That ain't right.
What?
I'm finna show you. Now listen, I need
this
y'all.
This is how he
I
sees
need
stuff.
y'all. It's not how this is exactly what it was.
He wanted to have a problem.
No.
He wanted me to be so slow that I invited him to meet me at a bar while I was there with my other man.
Y'all see her and y'all see me, right? She can probably have liberties like this. So let me show you exactly how she was. I'm finna show you.
Okay.
All right. So you turn this way.
Okay.
Turn your chair.
Okay.
All right. So. I wonder if y'all gonna be able to see. So she was standing.
No, they can't see.
She was standing in between his legs, right? And she was bent over like this.
I was laughing at something.
I don't care about that.
I was just laughing.
Listen, that doesn't matter. So listen, you gotta imagine things from my perspective.
Your perspective.
If you going into the bar to meet your chick, and you walk in the said bar,
she know you coming.
It doesn't matter. I wish somebody was on here that could
just get your thought out. I'm sorry.
You walk in the bar and you see your chick between another nigga legs, and she got her arms around this nigga and her head down in what looks like to you, because you looking from this side and her head is on this side, in his neck. So you don't know what's happening. But when I walked in, I seen it. And so her friends walked up to me and was real chill. So it made me have to investigate further, because I knew them. And if she was in there doing dirt, and that sounds stupid saying, but if she was in there on that, they would have been like trying to run interference, and they wasn't. So that's what kind of made me investigate a little further before anything happened. But while she being really uppity about not doing this and that and the other thing, finish the story. Oh, no.
I was partying.
I know you was.
I was just partying.
Mm-hmm.
So
you partied too hard.
I was partying, and in my 20s, when I partied hard, and I drank a lot. I worked hard, and I played hard. And so, when it was time to leave, I think my cousin ended up, actually, I think he went home with, I think that's when he met Toy. He met Toy.
I did not know that.
Well, that's because you was drunk.
No.
Oh, well,
No.
I was drunk.
You was.
Enough for both of us. But we leaving the bar, right? And mind you, like, this my dude. And, like, even when we was friends, like, he didn't care. I couldn't want for nothing, need for nothing. He couldn't know that there was something I needed. He just took care of whatever. So, we leaving the bar, the club's closed. Everybody outside, going to their cars, figuring out where they going.
This nigga parking lot pimping
with
with all her heart.
I don't know. I cannot, but like I can't remember what set me off. But I was outside screaming, he don't do nothing.
He don't pay for nothing. He don't get to say nothing or tell me. Like, talking to me, I'm like,
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking about
talking
you.
about me to another nigga.
I don't know. Who was I talking to?
I don't know and don't care. So, I'm a gentleman, though. I continue to walk her to her car. I walk all of them to the car.
Oh, I don't even remember you being me.
I walk her to
what
the
did
car.
You do to piss me off?
I didn't do nothing. You was just tripping.
No,
not this time.
I don't just get drunk and act a fool.
Yes, you do. Clearly.
That's not true.
Clearly. I wish Tia was on here because I would pull her in right until. So I walked them to the car.
She ain't.
I walked them to the car. And, you know, being a gentleman, I get them in the car and I tell her friend, I said, hey, I need you to do me a favor. And I need you to make sure that in the morning, right now she don't remember under this, and this is all fun and games, but tomorrow, I need you to make sure she remember every bit of what she said tonight. Y'all make it home safe. And I sent them on their way. And then she was informed the next day of her behavior and shenanigans.
And look where you at. You just told that with your whole heart.
Did you just say my whole heart?
You can take it however you heard it.
See? You're going to be embarrassing me in front of 5 people.
We're going to talk about Pink Shirt. Oh, then shut up.
Don't scare me.
Yeah, okay. Right.
You want to talk about that?
No, not today.
I'm finna say because
you can say Pink Shirt for another day when you're not feeling so
I got
sherry.
I got some stories.
About what? I ain't never did nothing to you.
Okay.
I don't know. I have been an upstanding citizen.
Lies you tell.
What I did?
This ain't the time for it.
No, I'm sure.
This ain't the time.
Ain't the time for your lies.
I ain't telling no lies. It's all the truth.
All right, we'll be back.
So,
write them down.
I want to thank y'all spending our little dinner time with us and enjoying this story. Y'all got any questions or any specific things y'all want to hear about? Like, we got stories about all kind of stuff. Child, I can't wait to tell this story. I'm gonna just tell a short synopsis.
No, you don't get to tell us.
No, it's a teaser. It's a teaser. This is a teaser, so these 6 people that's on here come back.
What story?
So the next story I want to tell is about the time that I got caught cheating. I didn't cheat. Now, some of y'all may hear the story and be like, that's cheating. I don't care what you say.
Mm-hmm.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky.
You just tickle yourself way too much.
Yeah, that was funny, but I didn't. It was in the grand scheme of things, it was major, but in actuality and actions, it was very, very minor.
It was major because you don't play in my face. I'm not that type of chick. Don't play in my face.
Look at her face. Did you see her face?
I'm very comfortable with
she
myself.
She mean mugging me. Look, I want y'all to see that she not looking at the camera. She looking. No, you wasn't.
I wasn't looking at
you. You was looking at me. This is the camera is right here. You was looking here.
Take it how you want it. Take it how you want it. You don't play in my face. I'm comfortable with me. I can be by myself. So you get out in these streets and you start acting, taking risks.
Look. People, your face changing. It just
take some risks. Play some games.
People start sharing this.
This marriage ain't that marriage. And that's very important for people to know. Like, you can do what you want to do over there. You get over here and you want to stay over here, you better get it together. But yeah, I can't wait for you to tell this story. You just think it's funny.
I don't.
Make sure your frat brother come by and tell him how you was looking on that porch.
Which frat? Oh, Joe.
Yeah.
Joe. Yeah.
Call down there like.
He listen. He wanted to make sure I was good.
What's he gonna do?
He was gonna make sure I was straight.
I'd have laid y'all both out.
Ain't nobody scared of you. But anyway, past all of that. So
I can't wait.
But here's the teaser about that. She and it's interesting how she found out. So we'll go into that, but she found out. Mm-hmm. The funny part about it was,
thank you, Facebook.
What happened?
That's how I found out.
Oh, sucking niggas is how she found out.
Thank you, what's his name? Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh, I thought you was finna thank the nigga in real life.
If I could think of his name, I would.
Slap that.
We can call him next week.
No, we can't.
We can call him next week. He's still on my friend list.
No, we can't. Oh, I'm
friends with him and his sister.
I'm emptying all your friend lists out now. Anyway, so the funny part about it was after she found out.
Why are you telling the story today when you're supposed to tell it then?
Because I just want to tell this part. It's what you call a teaser.
He got caught cheating. And the funny part about it was...
The funny part is this nigga started hugging my kids like this was going to be the last time she ever saw him.
If I go to jail tonight, I'm going to see my kids again. Might not see yours. So
we're gonna tell that story.
I love them.
We're gonna be 100% transparent, and I own up to my stuff. But as you can see, you can look at her face.
What you want to see?
Look at it. No, don't try to fix it. They saw it already. Y'all look at her face. That's all right. We're gonna get through it. So somebody laughed. See, that's a laugh. They saw your face. Whatever. So we're going to be 100% transparent. We're going to be 100% honest. And we're going to give y'all the real about us. Because can't nobody tell your business like you can tell your business. And if you tell your business, can't nobody else tell your business.
And you never know. You can help somebody else. And you never know what situation somebody else might find themselves in.
That's kind of the overall purpose of what we're trying to do is kind of share our stories and how we made it through stuff.
Because people see us out now and we be smiling and giggling and playing around. Or
everybody be like,
carrying me on his back.
I want a wife like yours, or I want a husband like yours.
You want no wife like me.
You don't understand like what that takes to deal with.
What you have to go through to get here.
Right. The road, the journey is way harder than what the destination will show you. Like, you think you just arrive here,
from here to there. Boom.
And it don't work like that. Like, you think you could be somebody's mistress, or what's the man term? Is it Mr.? Am I your M-I-S-T-E-R, Mr.?
No, stupid. You was boyfriend number 2.
But anyway,
you was a side nigga.
So yeah. So if you think you can make it from that, and then get out of 2 marriages, 2 toxic marriages, and then get together, and then have
the statistics for that being able to last.
2 households, and then merging those two households and two different parenting styles and two different sets of kids and them being raised differently.
Two different co-parents.
Absolutely, two different co-parents. If you think you can do that successfully, statistics say that kind of relationship don't make it. So, but we here 14 years later. Like, we done had our bumps and our bruises, our ups and our downs, but we still kind of hanging out here. Like, she get on my nerves sometimes. Like, she always loved me. I don't never do nothing to piss her off. But
nobody believes that.
Everybody does. Hit thumbs up if you believe that.
Try.
All right, cool. Alright. I don't think y'all gonna do this to me. So yeah, but like we had a lot of ups and downs, and so we hope that in sharing our ups and downs and sharing the things that we've been through, you know what I should have did?
Our transparency might make what you're going through not look so bad.
Yeah.
I'll let you know.
Or
you can make decisions and see if this is really worth it.
Or not only that, but just like maybe you've been through some of these things and you ashamed, but you feel like it was just you, and you know you're the only person that ever been through this in life, and you'll hear somebody else tell the story about it, and then you kind of figure that they're gonna thumb. You see it.
That thumb don't count.
You see that thumb. You saw that thumb. Look, more thumbs. That's right. That's right. But you won't feel alone, and you won't feel like you're the only person ever been through something, and we may be able to help you. So that's kind of the main focus. But we also want to get some of these stories out because it's a bunch of them, and they go real deep, like super deep. So, like, of course, look at her face. I want y'all to see her face. So we gonna talk about it. We gonna lay it all out there.
Baby.
Yes.
You very long-winded.
All right, we out of here, man. You see how she just told me to shut up? Y'all see that?
We love y'all.
We out.